Okay, folks, we're back. I took those mushrooms and I went ahead and ground them up in the food processor, almost like a puree. And I took some shallots and a small onion and a clove of garlic as well. I've got the meat that we ground up just fresh, less a little bit that I save for some burgers later. And that bread I put in the food processor as well. And we got about a cup and a half of breadcrumbs in there, and I grated some cheese. So what I'm going to do, a little Parmesan cheese in there. Take a little olive oil, get that pan going. And we're going to just throw that in there, maybe a little more oil. And we're just going to let that sweat. We really don't want to cook it. We don't want to brown it, but we want to let kind of the flavors come out. And mushrooms, as you know, absorb a lot of oil. So, depending upon how conscious you are, this little olive oil and the amount of fat you're putting in there. But the fat, that's the flavor. Come on, we all know that. So I'm just going to saute this up. I'm going to mix it all together. Then I'm going to make my meatballs. And then I'll be back. Also, after this gets all done, I'm going to let this kind of cool down. Get down to room temperature. I'm going to take my milk. I'm going to add it. About a cup of milk to my breadcrumbs. And we need 2 eggs. Get some jumbo ones. Alright. There's one. There goes the other one. As I said, let this cool off. Combine everything. I'm going to make the meatballs and then I'll come back and show you how to finish them off. Don't forget to throw in your seasonings. I like to throw in a little oregano. And a little basil, about a tablespoon of both. And as far as salt goes, I'm going to throw that right in here. About 2 teaspoons. So that's 2.5 pounds of meat. 2 1/4. Let's be precise, 2 1/4. I'm going to hit it with a little more oil. And then I'm going to let that sweat down. I'll be back with the meatballs. See you folks in the next video.